In the age of advanced technology, our world has become a large network of sharp eyes. Join us as we explore the crimes caught on camera, throwing light on the thin line between privacy and protection in the modern world. Intense Wildwood beach arrest. In New Jersey, there was a big story about a 20-year-old woman from Philadelphia. She was arrested violently by a Wildwood police officer because she had alcohol, even though she was underage. Someone recorded a video of the incident, where the officer struggled with the woman in the sand and hit her twice on the head. The video became very popular on the internet. Later, the police released another video from the officer's body camera that showed what happened before the arrest. After investigating the matter, the authorities concluded that the two officers didn't do anything wrong. The woman was charged with 2 counts of assault on police officers and 1 count each of avoiding arrest, obstruction, and throwing bodily fluids for spitting at an officer. Dashboard cam captures driver crashing into cars and more stuff. Hamilton Township's finance director, John Barrett, was driving home from work when he noticed another driver on the road who was driving very badly. He was drifting, hitting things, and even caused accidents. John was worried about the safety of others on the road, so he called 911 to report the dangerous driver. Using his dashboard camera, John followed the reckless driver, later identified as Joseph Scott, for about 10 miles. The camera recorded all of Joseph's dangerous tricks and collisions. Joseph's car was all over the road, going into the wrong lanes, driving onto the grassy area in the middle, and even hitting a sign and another car. Eventually, a state trooper stopped Joseph in Jackson Township. It was found that Joseph was driving under the influence of drugs and had heroin and a syringe in his possession. He was arrested and charged for his dangerous and illegal actions. Art All-Night shooting in Trenton. During the Art All-Night event in Trenton, there was a sudden shooting. It caused a lot of panic, and many people ran away to save themselves. Some got shot and were bleeding. The police and emergency workers quickly arrived at the chaotic scene. They tried to help the injured by applying pressure on their wounds. They even put one injured person in a police car to take him to the hospital faster. The police later explained that the shooting happened because of a dispute between gangs. They had to exchange gunfire with the suspects to stop the situation. Unfortunately, almost 30 people got injured, and one man named Tahaji Wells was killed by the police because he was shooting at them and other suspects. The police managed to arrest 2 suspects named Davone White and Amir Armstrong. Davone was shot by an officer during the chaos. Both of them are now facing charges for aggravated assault and weapons possession. Man who stabbed Atlantic City cop is shot dead. On June 22nd, body cameras were recording an incident where a police officer was attacked by a man for no apparent reason. The officers were discussing a hit and run on North Kentucky Avenue when suddenly a man approached one of the officers with a knife. The officer stepped back, drew his gun and told the man to drop the knife, but the man ignored the warning and tried to stab the officer. In response, at least one of the officers shot the attacker, who was later identified as Timothy Deal, 32. Unfortunately, Deal died from the gunshot wounds. In the video, another officer at the scene asks the injured cop if he's all right, and he responds that he might have been stabbed, but is not completely sure. Atlantic City mayor and councilman in casino fight. On November 11th, there was a fight involving Atlantic City Mayor Frank Gilliam and Councilman Jeffrey Fauntleroy. The fight happened at the Golden Nugget Casino and was recorded by security cameras. In the video, you can see a group of people moving from Heaven nightclub to the parking lot. Councilman Fauntleroy pushed one person and punched another, while someone who seems to be Mayor Gilliam also started swinging at another person. The Cape May prosecutor's office, which took care of the case to avoid any conflicts of interest, decided not to press criminal charges. However, people who claimed to be victims filed complaints against the councilman, saying he punched someone in the face and threw them on the ground. They also accused Mayor Gilliam of throwing punches that didn't hit anyone and chasing someone with a car. Both Mayor Gilliam and Councilman Fauntleroy have said they are not guilty of the charges. Well, that's it for today. If you liked watching this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you in the next video.